Volkswagen's denying rumours it's interested in buying a stake in Tesla. It follows a report that says the CEO, Herbert Diess, wanted access to Tesla's software and battery technology. Tesla shares briefly spiked on those rumours, adding more than $300 million to market cap. The shares have fallen back throughout the course of the session. The past 18 months, wild for Tesla, ever since Elon Musk controversially said he was planning to take the company private. Gene Munster joins me, managing partner at Loop Ventures. I was interested, your comment, good to see you, sir, that, Volkswagen may have poured cold water on the idea, but actually they should be seriously thinking about buying into Tesla. Why?
They're a long way behind. I think you can measure it in terms of years, potentially 5 years behind, Richard. And I want to try to quickly put this into perspective, is that today, if we look at the U.S. market, there are 17 models, electric models that are on the market. 2 of those are from Volkswagen. One of them is the Audi e-tron, which is $70,000 or more. It starts at $70,000. And the second is the electric Golf, which is $30,000. I caution that the Golf is a 120-mile range on the battery, which really is a non-starter for most people. In other words, is that they're not in the electric market today. And part of the reason is that making an electric car is not as easy as making a traditional internal combustion car. It's a very different process. It is a computer on wheels. And I think that that simple insight that they have not delivered on electric future, even though they talk about 10 million cars in the next 10 years being electric, I think they are a far cry away from that. And ultimately, they need help. And I would point to an evidence that they are open to getting help is this partnership that they did with Ford in July, where they put in a billion of $2.6 billion in total.
If they're doing deals like that, why would they need Tesla? Because at the end of the day, which other CEO would want to shackle their company to the fortunes, not of Tesla, which makes wonderful vehicles, but of Elon Musk, who's mercurial at best?
Elon is a difficult figure. Some investors may call him troubled. I try to keep clear-headed thinking here, and I think he is flawed just like we all are. But at the end of the day, why would a company want to shackle themselves to Elon Musk? And the simple answer is the alternative is not inviting. And the alternative, I think it's going to be difficult for some of these companies to survive. I think we're going to look back in 10 years and think about names that we've known. The companies will still be around. I don't want to illuminate which ones I think will be in that group. But I think that they will be much smaller businesses, much smaller brands than we think today. So the simple answer is, yes, Elon is flawed and would be incredibly difficult to work with, but the alternative is not good. And
I was interested to see Tesla's market share of electric vehicles. But bearing in mind they only sell electric vehicles, so every vehicle they make goes into that category. But it's quite sizable, isn't it?
It is. In the U.S., it's 75%. That market share has inched up in the past year, even though the number of available models has gone from 11 to 17. And the reason why the share inched up, obviously, is because of what's happened with the Model 3 over the past year. And I think that there is this holding of the breath of investors and industry watchers for that market share to decline. Newsflash here, that market share will decline over time. There's no way they can hold on to that. But if they had something like 20%, that would be a big win.
Of course it declines, but that's only because the cake's got bigger and there are more people involved. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Richard.